Hi friends!
Hey guys!
Welcome back to another tag video. This week we are doing yet another Mary tag. Mary is taking over the tags and I like it. I like her tags. She came up with a TMI, too much information tag. But I don't think it's TMI. You guys know so much of us because I can't stop talking. So I think you know everything already.
I think so.
Yeah. So if you want to do this tag, please feel free to do it. If you record it and make a video, let us know so we don't miss it. And yes, here we go. It's only 10 questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for a TMI? Okay. The first question. At what age did you have your first kiss?
My first kiss was the year before high school. I think that was it, yeah. It's the year before we went to high school. We had a dance, kissed a girl.
And made her cry?
No.
How old are you the year before high school? 12? 13? 12 or 13? Yeah. Can you remember her name?
Vanessa.
You don't remember her name? I can't remember the
Valeska. Yeah, but it's Valeska. Have you ever heard the name?
No,
like
I
that?
haven't.
Yeah.
Well, mine was, my first real kiss was when I was about 14 in high school. But my first kiss I can remember was I was 6 years old and I had a little boyfriend. He was much shorter than me and it was my birthday and my granny took me and my boyfriend to the circus and a few friends, and he jumped up and he kissed me on the cheek and I was blushing and giggling, and yeah, that was my first kiss. But I think his name was James or something. James, I can't remember, but he wasn't in after week because he was an English boy and we were Afrikaans, so we went to separate schools. He went to an English school, so that could have been the love of my life, and then we got separated at the age of 6 or 7.
Now I am the love.
Now you are the love of my life. Okay, question number 2. Have you ever loved someone? Have you ever been loved by someone you didn't love back?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, there was a girl in school. She was on. We rode on the same bus from school to home, and there was a guy sitting next to her, and he kept annoying her. So I went up to him and I said, "Hey, this is my girl, leave her alone." And then he left, and then
You were a hero.
but she
Developed a crush.
yeah, she it was awesome in the beginning because every break she brought me sweets, chips and stuff, but the feeling wasn't mutual, and it
Yeah, you tried to be a good person and she had like this crush.
yeah
It happened to me too, but this was after school, and the guy was kind of 5-6 years younger than me, so that already didn't work for me. I've got a thing, I don't know if I'm shallow, but a guy must be older than me and taller than me. So this guy was younger and shorter, but it was just, we were great friends, and then he started developing these feelings and it wasn't mutual, but I was honest with him. I didn't keep him on a loop, and there was a few tears, and then I felt bad, and messages and letters, but I felt it's better to let him off easy and tell him sorry, I can't return his love. But yeah, I had that and it felt awful. But I in my life loved people I think that didn't love me back, but that was more crush. It was like a crush, and
crushes, yeah.
it
was
came
no
and
real
gone.
love.
No, not real love. So yeah, I don't know if that guy really loved me, but he cried. There was a few tears. Okay, question number 3. Have you ever dated someone you met online? Yes, I did, and I married him. We met online, and that's a story on its own. We have told a bit of it, but I think we should make a whole thing about it because that was a long, complicated story. Yeah, but we met online, and before him I went on a few dates, but luckily none of them worked out.
Yeah, I also tried online dating, didn't work, and yeah,
we almost didn't work out either, but like I said, that's a story on its own. That's really TMI. But we'll share that one day. Number 4. Have you ever had a crush on a teacher?
Yes. It was in, I can't remember what grade, but I was still very young, and she taught Afrikaans, and I thought she was just beautiful.
Oh, puppy love. Well, I was also in high school. Our PT, I don't know what you call it, the guy that,
Yeah, PT.
PT.
I think that's the word.
yeah, he was so handsome. All the girls had a crush on him. And then he went and he married one of the other teachers, and he broke all of our hearts. And then when I was in primary school, students, I don't know if that's all over the world, people that studies to be a teacher, they always, once a year,
Yeah.
they had to come and like locum, I don't know what you call it,
Yeah.
at our schools, and they were always, there was some pretty damn fine looking guys in there.
Yeah, we also had them, and they were
so nice always.
and yeah, they were young. They were fresh out of this.
Yeah, they were still in university,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I think everybody had a crush on a teacher once in their lives. What is the biggest lie you have ever told? Dun dun dun.
I think the biggest lie I told and had to carry for a while was when she shaved my eyebrows. That was,
I forgot about that.
yeah, that was. I had to lie and go to work for what, 2 weeks with a band-aid on my head.
If you missed that, I told him his eyebrows are too bushy, and I just wanted to trim it, and then by accident I shaved it all off, and there was nothing, and then he looked weird, so I told him we should shave the other one, and then he looked horrible, and I even tried to draw some eyebrows, and then he was still new at his job, and he's a very, what do you call it, he doesn't stay home from work,
Oh yeah,
loyal worker, I don't know, so he went to work and he told everybody he was in a big car accident. That's
and I was still very new at
yeah,
work.
so he went to work for 2 weeks with a bandage around his head, and I don't know what the people thought after that, because it was a big bandage, because there was no scar. After the 2 weeks or 3 weeks when his eyebrows grew back, there was no scar. It's like magic.
And everybody wanted details. They wanted to know what car I was, because my car's windshield was still fine. And
And he doesn't lie. He's
Yeah,
very
I'm
bad
very
at
bad at
lying.
lying.
Oh, and it was all my fault. And one of your other biggest lies is when we met online, he told me he was a doctor and he had a yacht on the river and here, but he quickly told me the truth before we actually met. My biggest lie was I told my granny I was almost kidnapped. I know that's bad, but I was 7 years old. In first grade. So my granny was very strict. We had to be home. We lived like 10 minutes from the school and we walked home. And I had to be home in 10 minutes because she didn't want me to play around next to the road. And I took about 2 hours before I got home because I don't know what I did that day. I just didn't go home. And I played with friends. And then she was standing there in the door waiting for me, very angry. And the car was parked outside. So I know she went looking for me. And I knew now I'm in big trouble. So I told her somebody tried to kidnap me and push me in the car and I had to run away and I got lost. Then she took me to the police station and by then I was very scared because now this small little lie went into a big lie, and I just showed her a random house that I said no, the guy that tried to kidnap me went in that house, and the police went and knocked on the door and the old lady opened the door, and yeah, then I had to confess because my little lie went into a big lie and I can't remember. I don't think I got a hiding. I was in so much trouble, but I didn't get a hiding, and in South Africa they didn't believe in grounding, but I was in big trouble.
yeah, we
We weren't grounded until we were big,
Yeah.
then grounding started coming in. But and I was only 7 years old, so I'm sorry, Granny, up in heaven. I'm sorry for that big lie. She was so ashamed of me because she went to the police station, and I was always my granny's blue-eyed girl and her pride and joy, and she was ashamed of me because then she had to lie to the police, and I feel so bad now. I felt bad after that, but now that I think of it, it could have become such a... What if there was a youngish guy in that house and... Oh my goodness. Yeah, that could have been a big thing. But that's my biggest lie I've ever told. 7 years old. Now you know. Number 6. Do you have any tattoos? If yes, what do they mean? Yeah, we've got our wedding rings tattooed on.
Yeah.
It's a bit faded. I've got his initial G on the bottom, and then it's infinity and a heart.
Yeah, I've got the same, and N is at the bottom.
Yeah, but it went a bit off.
Yeah, it fades.
It faded, yeah. It's difficult to have a tattoo on your finger. Well, that's the only tattoo I've got. It was painful. We actually had it retouched. But, well, it's alright. We can see it.
Yeah, and then I've got a Sepultura tattoo on this one, and
a mess up.
A mess up on this one. It's supposed to be a Indian or Native American tattoo.
And I only found that out about 2 weeks ago when I asked him, what is that tattoo actually? Because I never, it's a mess.
There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Luckily it's up high, so your sleeve side.
I made sure it was, you can't see it if I wear a t-shirt. Yeah.
Well, without tattoos, because this is both our second marriages, and both our first marriages ended in a disaster, so I told him, if he ever decides to divorce me, I'm going to chop off his finger, because this is for life now. But
as long as it's only my finger.
no, I'll chop off more than your finger. So don't divorce me.
I won't.
Yeah, so it's for life, but luckily he's okay. I like him. Sorry, the screen went dead. Okay. Question number 7. What do you think is your sexiest feature?
I don't know.
No, what do you think? Not what I think is your sexiest. So you must have something that attracts. I think your hair when you were younger was...
Yes,
you had long hair.
Yeah, my hair was
was
my
now
key
it's
feature.
gone.
Now it's gone.
Oh, your personality, you a sexy little thing. I think everything. But what is there anything you like about yourself? There must be something. This is difficult. I can't do this. Well,
Yeah.
I would say what I get, my eyes, I would say. I've got blue eyes, and I think that is, I winked it a lot at people if I wanted to get my way. But I would say my personality. I think I've got a pretty cool personality. I won't say sexy, but
you've got beautiful eyes. I love your eyes.
oh, thank you. You're just saying that now.
And you've got beautiful hair.
No, I don't. No.
You've got beautiful.
No, I don't.
Look at her. Look at her.
Look, it's gonna fall out because I keep on dyeing it, and now I'm trying to go silver, and now it's a big mess, and I'm straightening it all the time, so it's dry, and yeah. I want to shave it all off and wear a wig, but he doesn't want me to. So. Okay. Number 8. What is a disgusting habit you have?
Well, I snore.
Yeah, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, but still I do, and that, I think that's the only bad habit I've
I don't
got.
think that's a disgusting habit. Well, I think a disgusting habit I've got, and now it's going to be on camera for the whole world to see and hear, is I'm rude. No, not rude. I interrupt people. And I know I do it. But if something gets into my head, I must tell it, because in 2 minutes I'm going to forget what I wanted to say. So I know that is a disgusting habit, I would say. I interrupt people. I know you've seen on our videos, this poor man, he tries to talk and then I just talk right over him, and I know that's a bad thing. And another one is I speak before I think. So that has gotten me into trouble over the years a lot, but there's nothing I can do. And I used to bite my nails, but I don't anymore because he hates it and he slaps me on the hand. and it's disgusting to eat pieces of your own body, because so I don't do that anymore.
Don't eat pieces of your own body.
But I didn't swallow it, chew it. I just bit my nails, but now they're all right. Okay. Question number 9. Would you ever change anything about yourself? If so, what would it be?
Yeah, my hair. If I could have long hair, or I would love that.
He's going bald.
Yeah, there's hair. Where all the hair moves here, it goes down my body. I'm getting hair where I'm not supposed to have.
I would say my toes. I've got really, really long, ugly toes. I never walk barefoot in front of anybody. When we just met, when we moved in together, he thought I've got a serious disability with my feet. Because the first 6 months, if I gotten out of the bath or shower or whatever, I would wear socks. I would wear socks to bed, and I hate sleeping with socks. So I would wear socks all the time, and I just told him, no, my feet's always cold. I just didn't want him to see. I thought he's gonna not marry me because of my feet. I've really, really got really ugly toes. But my mom had ugly toes too, and so my daughter as well. Shane, we've got big feet with this long, thin toes. I don't know how to explain it, but you will never ever see it, because that's something I will never show.
It's not that bad.
It is really bad. I actually had operations in my feet as well, because I've got funny feet. Not to fix it, but for other problems, because the bridge of my foot went down. I don't know how to explain that. But yes, if I could change my feet, I would. I never wear dresses because my feet are too big, and I can't find shoes that fits, lady shoes that fits me. So I never wore dresses, and I think that got into a thing. Nowadays you actually get size 10 shoes in lady shoes, but not nice one. It's mostly unisex shoes, and so yeah, it's a big thing. And my daughter is going through the same, and she's this pretty little thing, and she likes dressing up, and she likes wearing dresses, so her feet as well. It's actually harder than you think if you grow up like that. It's his also.
Yeah, my feet are very big. I've got size 13 shoes. Here it's not so bad. I can actually get shoes here, but in South Africa it was terrible. You couldn't find size 13. If you did, it was very expensive.
Yeah, you get it,
everywhere. Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I still can't find lady shoes. Sometimes you get a size 9, but that's just too small. I wear a size 10, and I think if it's because I wear a men's size 10, so a lady size would be even bigger, but I learned to live with that. I'm okay with that now.
I think now I've got more shoes than you've got.
Yeah.
It's the first time in my life that I have more than 2 pairs of shoes in my cupboard. Yeah.
Yeah, because if we see it and you see it for a cheap price, you buy it, because you couldn't even. You always had like 2 or 3 pairs of shoes at the most. For work, for runners, for tackies, we call them tackies, and maybe a pair of flip-flops. Now he's got too much shoes. I don't like going out buying shoes, because it's still, to me, it's a mental thing. I feel a bit ashamed because I don't know, it's a thing. I always pretended I'm buying shoes for him when I had to buy shoes for myself, because it's such a big size. And but yes, my feet, that's the one thing. Gee, off topic again. I would love to just go one size smaller and have pretty little toes.
But this is like your Cinderella. If a shoe fits you, it will only fit you.
and a lot of men. It will fit a lot of men.
No, it can't. It will only fit you.
I should meet a shoemaker who can make me some pretty little lady dainty shoes. I can't imagine myself wearing high heels. I've never in my life worn high heels. I think I would break in my neck.
I don't know.
No, please don't wear high heels.
No, I won't. I don't know how you.
And except for that, I'm very tall, so that's also why I would have never worn high heels either. Yeah. Okay, last question. Oh, now I need to unlock my phone again. Number 10. What is the best compliment you have ever received? I don't like these questions. Gee, the best compliment I have ever received. I get embarrassed if somebody gives me a compliment. I blush and I don't know how to handle it.
Yeah, I also battle with handling compliments. I was working in a club or bar, and it was dead quiet. There was nobody there, and then this lady and her boyfriend came in and they sat down. They asked me for something and I was busy pouring it, and the lady said, "By the way, you've got a cool nose." And that's the best compliment I've ever gotten.
You do have a cool nose. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Best compliment. Well, people tell me I'm a nice person, and people tell me I'm a people person and I bring people together, and
You must have
compliments of
lots of compliments.
yeah, but my eyes was actually the one thing that, wow, you've got beautiful eyes, but the best compliment, I can't think of that now. I don't know. This is something I have to think about. I have gotten nice compliments over the years, like if I helped somebody, they would say, wow, you're an amazing person, you've got this great personality and this and that, but that's not really, that's a compliment. I can't really think of the nicest compliment now. Because I think I brush it off. I get so embarrassed if somebody gives me a compliment. I run away. Yeah. But you've got a very nice nose.
Thank you.
Oh, you know which one is? It's actually one of ours, now that I think of it. The first time we met, he only arrived at my house 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was sleeping because I thought he's not gonna come. I think he had car problems, his car broke down, and then he still came. So he knocked on my door at 3 in the morning, and I was fast asleep in my pajamas, no makeup on, my hair was standing like this because I was kind of upset and angry because this guy, what do you call it, stood me up. And then as I opened the door, the first thing he said is, wow, you're pretty. And that was so sweet, and I was really just that woken up look. So that was a kind of nice compliment that I'll always remember. Thank you. Okay, that was it. Thank you, Mary, for creating this tag. We really enjoyed doing this. We are filming on a different camera today, and we've tried a wind slayer, so if the sound didn't come out great, sorry, we don't know. We'll see afterwards.
Yeah, it's the first time
Yeah,
using this.
So,
yeah.
So, yeah. If you enjoyed this tag, please give it a thumbs up. If you like supporting our channel, subscribe, and I think that is all.
That is it.
That is it. See you soon. Love you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.